I begin the flat catch stitch by threading my needle. I'm not doubling up my thread, I only want a single fiber here. On the other end I'll tie a knot by wrapping around and pinching between my index finger and thumb and twisting to create a knot. Now I'll turn up 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch to give myself a faux hem here. And I'm going to place my needle in the hem on the right side. And I'm pointing my needle to the right, but I'm actually going to be stitching to the left as the stitch continues to grow. So I'm going to start by catching a single individual fiber of the warp thread. It's very important to only catch one fiber to minimize how visible this stitch is on the front or outside face of the pant or garment. And I'm going to do the same stitch on the hem, trying to catch a single fiber. It's less important to catch a single fiber on the hem as this stitch won't be visible, but it is good practice. The distance between my stitches is approximately 1/8 of an inch to 3/16 of an inch, and I'm alternating between the top, which will be the outside or self, and the hem cuff. So every time I catch a single fiber, I'm moving to the left about 1/8 of an inch, and then either up or down depending on the location of my previous stitch. I'm continuing to catch one single fiber and move to the left approximately 1/8 of an inch with every stitch. Try to keep your stitch length consistent. I do seem to be growing out to maybe closer to 3/8 towards the end as I'm just trying to rush through this stitch. And here I am at the end, and I want the bottom stitch and the top stitch to be right over top of one another for here because I'm going to tie off, and I want to minimize the amount of tension that I'm pulling on the thread for this. So I'm going to insert my needle and twist 2 or 3 times to give myself a knot, and now I'm threading into the hem and I'm not passing through. I want to bury the tail of my thread inside my hem so that when I cut it off, it's not cut right next to my knot. And here you can see from the front, it's a barely visible stitch, just that single fiber being caught from the weft threads